Hi guys, this is SquidSC. Today I'm going to be casting a new great game of Starcraft 2. It's going to be a Terran versus Protoss on Kulas Ravine. Our Protoss player here, the red Protoss player, which is spawning at the bottom left corner, is HuK. HuK, which is the best, one of the best Protoss players that actually exist right now. He's playing on the North American servers and is considered by most players as the best Protoss player. And he's going to be against the blue Terran player on the top left corner, dignitasSjoW. dignitasSjoW, he is actually the same person as SharkGSjoW. It's just SJoe. Now he's playing on his American account with his new team tag name. The team component of his name is Dignitas. He signed the contract with them. So SJoe, yeah, Swedish player playing against HuK on an American server. So I think we are going to be in for a very great match, since you know, SJoe, we already seen him play. He's very good player against HuK, which I assure you one of the best player. Now HuK is sending his first scouting probe to scout on the four corners of the map, going to not catch his opponent at first. So maybe going to slow him down a little bit, while his opponent, he doesn't really care about this. He's going to play standard, throwing down the barracks at 12 and his refinery at 13 to get early boost in Vespin gas. While HuK, yeah, same thing, getting the gateway and the gas, relatively standard play by both players according to their races. Now, since this map is Kulas Ravine, we can expect a game of macro. There are many expansions, since this is a map designed for 2v2. I'm going to count 7 expansion on each side of the map, since the players are going to be playing on the same side of the map. I believe they might be fighting for this gold here, this gold expansion, which will be very important to hold, or else they can go for this sneaky expansion on the right of the map. So we will see how they will play out, how they will be able to get epic economy, very large scale macro game. So now the probe of HuK is going to see where is his opponent player, but going to be maybe warded off by this first marine. It's a shame for HuK that he could not go inside of his opponent's base, since his probe was not going at the right corners of the map since the beginning. It was actually, you know, retard probe, trying where there is nothing and getting only result where there is one marine already up. So quite a shame for HuK not getting any scouting information, but I mean, there is not much to see of scouting, since there was only one marine coming out. Now 2 barracks, one of them pumping 1 Reaper, which is going to be followed by Marauder. So SJoe is going to attempt to harass the economy of HuK with his 1 Reaper. While this is happening, well, HuK is, you know, he's still playing standard, getting second gateway, while he's chrono boosting his warp technologies. Also, he's trying to destroy these rocks that lead to his natural expansion. This natural expansion right here, the Terran player has 1-2, is very important to hold, because it's quite advantageous to defend. Now look, this Reaper is trying to get in range of the Zealot. I think it's going to try to micro through the rocks. Quite a stupid Reaper, not getting through there. Of course, HuK does not see this, since it is on high ground. I'm just going to run away right now, since it is not able to jump over rocks, which would be quite stupid in Starcraft. I mean, Reaper is already jumping around cliff. What the fuck is it going to do with rocks? But instead it is going to go all around the base. But HuK, unfortunately for him, is reacting very quickly, catching that Reaper, which is now meaning that it was a waste on part of SJoe. SJoe on his side is going to be doing the same thing, destroying these rocks for taking early his expansion with his army. I think he has quite a good army. On his researches, he just getting concussive shells. Maybe this will followed by Stimpaks, since he's getting now a barracks, as well as his second gas. Now, since he's getting so heavy on infantries, yeah, indeed, getting Stimpack right now, and getting this second guess, I believe he will be going now for factory and exchange the factory for starport, you know, so he can get some medivacs to support his infantry. But now his army is going to be moving out. We're looking at the army tab. Both players are quite even though I mean, this kind of army is really superior to Protoss. Also, they have upgrades, they can kite the Zealots. It will all come down to how HuK can micro-well his sentries in order to force field and cut off the infantry terrain from the rest of their main components. HuK, of course, is seeing this since he has vision over this Xel'Naga watchtower. But now look at this, as SjoW is going to be trying to destroy the destructible rocks, leading to the first high ground expansion of HuK. HuK is placing a pylon so he can be warping more reinforcement. Now I don't know if the SjoW is expecting this. He's sending out one marine, going to be catched now. I think both players are going to toy each other, going back and forth. Yeah, no, SjoW is going to be retreating, getting a few shots from the stalkers, but that is all. Perhaps going to lose one marine, no, not even. HuK now has gotten out one observer, which will allow him to see throughout the map what is happening if his opponent is hiding any expansion. Indeed, he's crossing this SJoW's first expansion that he right now erected. He should be going to transfer some SCV from there, but his army now of SJoW is moving out. The Terran army is moving out. HuK has to take control of this high ground. It is much more advantageous. Reassemble his army and take advantage of this high ground. Oh no, but look, SJoW is going to get up first. Oh my god, there's going to be a major battle. Guardian Shield and Great Force Field trying to block off most of the army, having to go all around, and the Zealots pounding away at this that are stuck down off the ramp. Yeah, SjoW I think now has stuck his Marauders up on this ledge. Quite a bold attack from him. Now going to maybe lose the rest of his forces to this Zealot and 2 Stalkers. Well, now, oh my god, HuK is going to make a push toward the base of SjoW. SjoW, of course, not making any more probe kills, not much. But I think HuK is going to be able to do a lot of economic damage, seeing as SjoW has not an incredible army compared to that of HuK. Yeah, he's going to be pounding on this reactor, this tech lab. Well, SjoW is going to try to, you know, pick off some armies. HuK, though, getting in a bad position here, trying to get some force field to block off some of the troops, getting some SCV kills that have forced to go off the line. But SjoW, I'm sorry, now going to be able to continue to produce his army, getting medivacs even before getting the reactor, because there is no time for this kind of shit. HuK now going to pound away at the destructible rocks of leading to the expansion, the natural high ground expansion of SjoW. So I think these two players are playing symmetrical kind of play, because both are making, you know, the right choices. The observer of HuK is going to get high ground vision, so to be able to shoot this SjoW's forces if they hang out around the watchtower, going to pick off this SCV, yeah. If he can destroy these rocks, he will have the same kind of advantage as SjoW, because he will be able to have access easier to his base, maybe able to create diversion, you know, attack sometime here, attack sometime here. Of course, now HuK taking advantage of these opportunities for taking his natural expansion, putting some jumps here. The income tab showing the play